Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to the class of Human Resource Management. Dear students, orientation, often called as onboarding, is the process of welcoming new employees into the organization and helping them understand their roles. In the domain of human resource management, it is emphasized that effective orientation reduces anxiety, clarifies expectations, and helps the newcomers feel connected to the company from a very clear beginning. It typically includes an introduction to the organization's mission, culture, and structure, along with essential information such as working hours, benefits, policies, safety guidelines, and a tour of facility. Supervisors in this regard play a vital role by introducing the employee to team members, by explaining departmental routines and ensuring that the individuals feel supported on their first day. Now, once the employees are oriented, the next focus is training. Dazzler explains that training is an effort that is made by organization to provide employees with the skills and knowledge they need to perform in their current jobs more effectively. Training is not only a performance enhancer but also a safeguard against operational errors and liability issues. Good training aligns employee capabilities with job requirements, improves productivity, and supports organizational goals. In the domain of human resource management, it is outlined that a systematic training process consists of generally a five-step model. The first step is analyzing training needs. This involves determining what skills a job requires and evaluating whether employees possess those skills or not. Then, need analysis may include reviewing their job descriptions, evaluating performance data, and identifying the gaps between current and the desired performance. Through this analysis, managers can determine if training is the right solution or if other interventions such as changes in the equipment or job design are necessary. The second step is designing the training program. At this stage, clear and measurable learning objectives are developed. These objectives guide the content, methods, and structure of the training. Trainers consider how to make the material meaningful, how to motivate learners, and how to ensure that the knowledge or skills can be transferred back to the job. The design phase also involves determining the resources needed and estimating the training budget. The third step. The third step is basically about developing the training materials. This includes creating manuals, exercises, presentations, role play scenarios, e learning modules, or any other tools that are needed for the program. The materials must align with the learning objectives and be structured in a way that supports effective learning. This phase focuses on producing high quality content that is accurate, engaging, and more importantly, easy to understand. The fourth step is implementing the training. Now, in the book of Human Resource Management by Dazzler, it is discussed, the various methods have been discussed, such as on the job training, coaching, the internship, simulations, lectures, and the computer based learning. The appropriate method basically depends upon the nature of the job, the nature of the trainee, the number of the trainees, and the learning objectives. Effective implementation requires careful scheduling, supportive trainers, and an environment that encourages participation and practice. The fifth step is evaluating the training program. This evaluation, determines whether the training objectives, whether the training achieved its objectives or not, whether the employees learned what was intended, and whether the learning has translated into any kind of improved job performance. Evaluation may consider trainee reactions, learning assessments, job behavioral changes, and organizational results. After this, a follow-up session is conducted that ensures that the skills are reinforced and supported in the workplace. Now, in addition to training, we have to understand that there should be a distinction between development as a broader and long-term process. While training focuses on current job requirements, development prepares employees for future responsibilities. Development activities may include leadership programs, mentoring, coaching, job rotation, formal education, and career planning. This long term approach basically helps organizations build a strong internal talent pipeline and prepare employees for promotions and changing organizational needs. Now, overall orientation helps new employees to settle in. Training basically equips them with the skills that are needed for present tasks, and development ensures that they are ready. Dear students, what we have understood so far is that training goes like kind of a process, that it has to be done in kind of a scheme, and every step basically sets the stage, for the coming step. Now we need to understand one more thing, that evaluation. I was just telling you that evaluation may consider trainee reactions, learning assessments, job behavior changes, and organizational health. Um, Other than that, the long-term approach, this long-term approach basically helps organizations build a strong internal talent pipeline and prepare employees for promotions and changing organizational needs. Now, overall, orientation helps new employees to settle in, equips them with the skills that are needed for the present tasks, and development ensures that they are ready for the future challenges. तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज हमने देखा कि ओरिएंटेशन और ट्रेनिंग दोनों साइड बाय साइड चलती हैं। ओरिएंटेशन जहाँ बहुत ज़रूरी है एम्प्लॉयज़ को वेलकम करके उनको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का इंट्रोडक्शन कराने के लिए, वहाँ ट्रेनिंग भी उतनी ही इंपॉर्टेंस रखती है, ताकि लोग अपनी जॉब के बारे में अच्छे से जान सकें। ट्रेनिंग का फ़ायदा ना सिर्फ एम्प्लॉयज़ को खुद होता है, बल्कि ट्रेनिंग का फ़ायदा कंपनी को भी होता है कि किसी भी तरह की एरर्स, किसी भी तरह की एम्प्लॉयज़ की तरफ से उनकी जॉब परफॉर्मेंस पे लूप होल या शॉर्टकमिंग, उसको एड्रेस किया जा सके। हर कंपनी की ये ख्वाहिश होती है कि ट्रेनिंग के थ्रू वो अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ की परफॉर्मेंस को इन्हांस करें। अब ट्रेनिंग और ओरिएंटेशन, जब भी कोई नया एम्प्लॉय फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम ज्वाइन करता है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर, उनके लिए काइंड ऑफ अ वेलकमिंग और इनिशियल स्टेप्स होते हैं। कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जब कोई एम्प्लॉय फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम ज्वाइन कर रहा होता है, उसको बहुत सी चीज़ें समझनी होती हैं। ना सिर्फ उसको वहाँ के कल्चर, वहाँ के सोशलाइजेशन के प्रोसेस, वहाँ के रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को समझना होता है, बल्कि उसको ये ट्रेनिंग भी चाहिए होती है कि वो जिस तरीके से अंडरस्टैंड कर सके दैट हाउ ही और शी विल बी एबल टू डू हिज और हर जॉब। वो ट्रेनिंग किसी भी तरह की हो सकती है। वो हो सकता है मोटिवेशनल काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रेनिंग हो सकता है काइंड ऑफ अ टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग हो सकता है काइंड ऑफ अ मॉरल ट्रेनिंग हो, वो किसी भी तरह की ट्रेनिंग हो सकती है। उसके अंदर चीज़ें बहुत सी समझाई जा सकती हैं, दैट हाउ टू वर्क इन टीम्स विद योर फेलो कोलीग्स, और हाउ टू मीट एंड ग्रीट योर कस्टमर्स, और हाउ टू रिपोर्ट एनी काइंड ऑफ इशू दैट यू मे बी फेसिंग, और हाउ टू इवन ऑपरेट अ सिंपल सॉफ्टवेयर दैट हैज़ टू बी ऑपरेटेड। तो ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत ज़रूरी होती हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि इन सारी चीज़ों को मद्देनज़र रख के और इन सारी चीज़ों को एक अच्छे ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम की शक्ल दे के कंपनीज़ अपने इस ऑब्जेक्टिव को अचीव करती हैं कि जिसके अंदर वो ये समझ सकें कि हमने जो कुछ एम्प्लॉय को सिखाना था, जो हमारा मकसद था, क्या हमने वैसा किया कि ना किया। आई होप आपको चीज़ें क्लियर हो गई होंगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच।